This is how any European city looks on a busy weekday. Last Monday though, the 28th of April 2025, at around 12:30 p.m., some cities came to a standstill and there was darkness during daylight. Spain, Portugal, and some parts of southwestern France suffered a massive power cut, with major cities including Madrid, Barcelona, and Lisbon among those affected. Houses, offices, trains, traffic lights, and even the Madrid Open tennis tournament were all hit, causing chaos for millions of people and prompting a scramble by the Spanish and Portuguese governments and network operators to understand the problem and race to fix it. Have a look at this graph by Spain's electric network, Red Eléctrica de España, or REE. It shows Spain's electricity demand at the national level. The dip here denotes the power outage just after the 12 noon mark. The blackout was so serious that Spain's Interior Ministry declared a national emergency, deploying 30,000 police across the country to keep order, as governments from the two countries convened emergency cabinet meetings. Queues formed at cash machines as car payments were affected. In Madrid and Lisbon, light went out in underground metro systems, leaving commuters in panic. Mobile phones stopped working and people were devoid of information. Roads were gridlocked with heavy traffic, businesses closed, people were even stuck in lifts. Hospitals implemented emergency strategies for power backup. It was chaos. Engela said that such a widespread failure was extremely unusual. However, there have been previous examples. In 2003, a problem with a hydroelectric power line between Italy and Switzerland caused a huge outage across Italy for about 12 hours. In 2006, German power overload caused outages as far away as Portugal and Morocco. Spain and Portugal's grid operators, the REE and REN, respectively, also worked throughout the day to bring systems back online. By late Monday evening, Spain had restored 61% of its power supply. But what caused this power outage? At first, the exact cause of the outage remains unclear. However, local media listed a few possible reasons. The first possibility was a technical issue within the European power grid system, which caused a widespread disturbance across interconnected networks. The mismatch between the supply and demand of electricity can change the frequency of the electricity grid, which is 50 Hz in Europe. And when this change happens out of range, it can affect supply as equipments can be damaged. Portugal's grid operator, REN, on Monday said that the blackout was the result of induced atmospheric vibration. But REN spokesperson Bruno Silva told AFP on Tuesday that the grid operator did not put out the statement. Another suspected cause was a wildfire on Mount Aruric in southwestern France. The fire reportedly destroyed a high-voltage power cable that runs between Perpignan and Narbonne, which may have added stress to the grid system. Spain is on its way to become a green energy leader. It has abundant sun and wind, and last year was a record period for renewable power generation, which accounted for 56% of all electricity used. By 2030, that proportion will rise to 81%. That shift will help Spain end its reliance on energy imports. But this will also bring its own challenges.